What did you think of the lineup? iPhone,
I
Watch,
thought it was a
AirPods?
great
Will it?
event.
All right, so you clearly a positive reaction from you, but do you think it's enough to provide upside to its September numbers?
Absolutely. First of all, there's a tremendous install base that cycles through upgrades. I think we have a potential of over 250 million potential upgrades if you look at the frequency of the cycle. I think Apple continues to deliver in quality and improvement and functionality. And I think that some of the new safety features and the new health tracking features are very intriguing. And I think that that will drive consumer interest and the purchase of the new products.
Many analysts had expected Apple to increase prices for some of its iPhones at least, but we didn't see that. Why do you think that is? We know inflation is affecting all technology companies right now, and not to mention the supply chain challenges as well.
Because it's not so much about the sale of the hardware, it's the sale of the services. And as they continue to introduce new phones with increasing functionality that can take advantage of the new services they offer, it's about the growth of the service revenue. So I don't think that well, first of all, I think Apple is a very efficient manufacturer. So I think that they are able to sometimes hold the line on cost. And it's about bringing new people into the Apple ecosystem, driving the upgrades and driving increased subscription revenue for their services. And the fact that the phone and the watch include increased fitness and healthcare functionality, it will drive increased subscriptions to the Apple Fitness Plus product.
Yeah, 36-hour battery life. It's great for some of us who forget to charge their watch. But if this announcement is so great, why are we seeing the stock fall, not just yesterday, but in the last month or so?
Well, but historically, the events have never been a stock moving or market moving event, but it is an important part of Apple's business. So but I think that most of what they announced was expected. The increase, the camera, the 48 megapixel camera on the iPhone Pro, and it's about not so much the introduction, which is important. It's about the ongoing upgrade cycle and the ongoing increase in services revenue that comes over time.
Do you think keeping a lid on prices was part of its strategy to continue to win in a market like China, where you do have more price-conscious customers?
Yes, I mean, it is a competitive market. There are a lot of phone choices. I mean, for Apple, there's only Apple, but obviously there's Android phones, but made by several other manufacturers, especially high-end phones. And consumers lean to spend on more high-end and more expensive phones because people's smartphones are such an important part of their personal and professional life that they're willing to make the expenditure there, even in the case of maybe cutting back on other things. So the consumer is definitely committed, and Apple sells more of the Pro phones than they do of the lower price phones. They tend to run out of the Pro phones. So it shows that the demand is there, and it's about, again, all about the growth of the Apple ecosystem and the services revenue, which I think is at a run rate now to exceed over $100 billion in revenue over the next year.